everybody! Jenny here, and I'm going to be bringing you Yolk'd by myself today. Sorry, things are still, I'm getting things together. You know, Rachel and Tina are actually over in the other room, and Kyle and Steve and Paul are out doing something. Joanne's sick. So, just me today, bringing you the stories. And I see in the monitor that this is framed completely wrong. If you're a writer who's just got off their shift at Starbucks, there's another reason why you should pick up Stacy's shift on Saturday. You're going to need the extra money. Those MFA loans aren't going to pay themselves after all. The Los Angeles Times is the first newspaper to have published an article without a human behind the keyboard. An algorithm created by Ken Schwanke generated a short article about the 4.4 Los Angeles earthquake this past Monday, just moments after the shock was felt. In addition, the algorithm can also generate small articles about crime in the city. Wait. Let's let that sink in for a moment. There is so much crime in Los Angeles County that a computer algorithm has to help reporters with the load. How's that for a new motto? Welcome to Los Angeles! With over 900 gangs and counting, we're still #1 in crime. Feeling a disturbance in the writing community as though 1 million baristas and bartenders suddenly cried out in terror, Ken was quick to add that the algorithm will not replace writers, just help them. That's right, Ken. Robots may be harder, better, faster, stronger, but can they just write dribble and get it published? I don't think so. Oh. Never mind. With the Oculus Rift becoming even more popular, it's just a matter of time before the rest of the market catches up and wants a piece of the virtual reality pie. Sony has just revealed their competitor for the Oculus Rift at this past Tuesday's Game Developers Conference. Codenamed Project Morpheus, the prototype features a head-mounted display with 1080p resolution and a 90-degree field of view. Of course, unlike the Oculus Rift, Morpheus will only work with the PS4 and must also be tethered to the console via a 15-foot-long cable. They say the benefit of pairing with the console means that footage can be broadcast simultaneously to something like a Twitch audience. However, it probably won't give the same amount of freedom to developers as the Oculus Rift. Still, it's cool to see some competition in the market, as competition is what drives innovation. As we all know, virtual reality is completely new territory. No company has ever done something like this for video games before, and these past few years have seen some truly groundbreaking stuff, and that's what the future's all about. How sentient do we want our electronics to be? If it's to give us conversation, feel less alone, or make us laugh when we're upset, then we probably welcome the distraction. But what if they start to incorporate other human traits like jealousy or anxiety? Do we really want everyday appliances to become that needy? With the advent of smartwatches, TVs, and even refrigerators, it's only natural that someone would apply this concept to smaller kitchen appliances. An Italian designer has made a toaster that is connected not only to the internet via Wi-Fi, but also an internal network of other toasters like itself. Internal programming keeps tabs on how often it's being used. Additionally, it also monitors how often other toasters in its social network are being used. If this smart little toaster realizes it's not being used enough, then it will try to get its owner's attention. If that doesn't work, then it will ping out its location to new hosts who can view this information on a map, sort of like Grindr for kitchen appliances, I guess. The designer claims that shared products like this are the next big thing. All I can say is if you notice your toaster suddenly disappears with a vacuum and your favorite desk lamp in tow, then you should start checking nearby pawn shops to make sure they haven't been dismembered. How about a little game of good news, bad news? Let's go. Okay, here's the good news. The EU is taking net neutrality seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they've just voted in favor of making all web traffic equal. See, it was found back in 2012 that some EU telecoms were purposely slowing down or blocking apps like Skype. So now they won't be able to do that anymore. Hooray! The bad news is that this ruling allows for ISPs to charge content providers extra for higher quality of service. Wait, what? Talk about one step forward and 500 steps back. This goes against the very nature of net neutrality. Plus, this also leaves not-for-profit content sites like Wikipedia stuck in the slow lane. But wait, there's some more good news. This legislation also included a ban on most mobile roaming charges. Okay, fine, that's commendable. The The bad news is they only approved all of this recent legislation because it would look good when they run for office again. The fact of the matter is politicians will only do something for the greater good when it can benefit their long-term career goals. In one fell swoop, they can damage something as valuable as free and open internet if it means getting that final gold star before that stupid Jimmy head gets it. All right, well, thanks for hanging in there with me for all of the Yolk'd stories today. Now what to do with the rest of my day. You know, most people might be a little intimidated by being here by themselves, but not me. I know exactly what I'm going to do. All right, well, I'm gonna get busy while the guys are away, and you have just been yoked.